Well, this is a bit of a different tack for me. I wasn't necessarily planning on doing reaction videos to every trailer that interested me vaguely, but in the case of Death Stranding, I think it's warranted. I've just completed the storyline, by and large. There's still a bit more I gotta do in Death Stranding 1, but I'm all but done with Death Stranding 1. And interested in the sequel. I got into Death Stranding 1 because I'd seen the trailer for the sequel and wanted to know what it was about, what I was looking at. I'm not entirely sure I quite got the answers I was looking for. So, I'm still in the same situation, to an extent. I got a bit of a feeling for what Hideo Kojima's going for, but I'm really interested in the second game, and I cannot wait to play it. Nor can I wait to watch this trailer. So I thought I'd record the trailer and see how it goes. I've not done this sort of thing before, so I genuinely don't know what to expect. Let's just get through it, and then we'll have thoughts afterwards. There's not much use in having thoughts before you've seen the thing. So here we go. I can't read the words, obviously. Alright, I don't know why she needs gloves covering her hands. Okay, yep, yeah. That seems all normal so far. They're breaking... It's like a mummy. That's clearly fragile, I don't know who the guy is. And they're wiping tar off someone. Quite sure why you need gloves as a mask. I feel like you could just do with mask. I'm sure there's a very good reason why it has to be gloves. The handprint is very important to the Death Stranding universe. They look like injection marks, but for like a hypo needle. They're like hair follicles? They're not coming off. They move. And her skin is... See, her skin was all aged. She should have aged skin. I don't know whether that takes place before or after Death Stranding 1. Back to the baby. Yeah, that's not the weirdest one of those I've seen. All the words are in Japanese,
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam.
And they're all blue, like they were
Magellan, our mobile base of operations.
on the beach.
Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces.
Okay, it just seems to be... Yeah, there's a few new guns
These
there.
rooms belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the
Does that mean it
shower's
might be
down at the
multiplayer?
end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face.
Okay.
They value their
She's
privacy.
not fragile then.
Seriously?
Oh, she is
I'm
fragile.
better than to believe that bullshit.
No, I'm making too many assumptions
It's
out
the
of time.
same deal as America. The people here are all spread out, cut off from one another.
Different
We want you
location.
to help us bring the world together.
But his hair has gone from
Sam, would you mind
long
if I
and white.
join you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
No. And the puppet.
Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun?
I like how it's
I
even
prefer
in
the
low
driver's
frame rate.
seat.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal.
Mexico.
After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
The Magellan, I presume, is the ship.
Problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network.
Not me necessarily joining
Anyway,
them to the
the
UCA.
DH
That's all we were
joins
doing.
here to
It's
back
not
you
really
up.
like... After you got them after a few stars,
As
you
always, you'll be the
automatically
one leading the way to expand the network.
expanded the UCA.
What's
But
your role in all this?
this looks very
You're
nice.
the commander, huh?
That's right. These days I'm
New
fragile in
areas,
name
more-
only. You brought America
Liquid physics,
together.
the rivers reopening,
Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
and destroys the bridges.
But I'm afraid Death Stranding is far from over.
Yeah, well, we knew that. It was supposed to be delayed, not
Humanity is
ended.
still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways.
I have to find them all
Within
again.
network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
Drawbridge. I think I've heard that before.
With the support of the chiral network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
Oh, good butt
He's
combat.
alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
We found a way back from
He
the
is
beach,
presumably
just so he could kill
Higgs.
us.
he said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
That's definitely not him. I don't know who that is. Ahaha. No, that is him, and it's the Joker.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. Guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours.
I suppose the outfit was kind of
Same as
a...
it ever was.
It looked a bit feminine,
Oh,
but then...
looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time.
He's still really good.
Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me! Pathetic guitarist.
Unbelievable.
Where's the rest of your band?
Hisses like a cat. But that's not the BB. That's obviously because Lou was extracted from the pod at the end of the
Ain't that
game.
something?
Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou?
Killed.
You still don't know, do you?
Plays a guitar. Yep, lightning guitar. Yes, I'm about this. I'm all for this. Why shouldn't he have a lightning guitar? You explain to me that. I don't know where Sam went, unless we're in that now. They really have gone the Joker look for
Something he
him,
said.
which makes
I don't know
sense.
a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Then what happened
If you
to
want answers,
Louise
you're gonna have to find them yourself.
in the
but-
post-credits? But
The ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse
now there's a
will only
baby.
get worse. Sam the man in the dark about everything.
Don't forget, coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength
Death
to carry
Stranding
on.
2
And you
on
have.
the beach.
We all know you've got this.
Yeah.
Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam.
Finish.
Please understand, Sam.
She's got incinerate.
We never meant to string you along.
That chrysalis, we found her inside.
Still going. It's gonna keep
It
going for
was
a bit.
filled
It's a
with a
10-minute
fluid
trailer.
that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
Can't read that.
After you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging.
Ah, hello,
According to
dead
that,
man.
BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago. Long before you and Lou first met.
Maybe I should have waited for an English translation one. This is the first one that came up in the YouTube channel.
PlayStation.
I should look up there. That's where the camera is. So we're going outside of America. That much is obvious. Higgs is back. That's unsurprising. Until I see a corpse, no one's ever dead. Dead man. Several new characters, including who I thought was theorized. What was her name? Sorry, I can't maintain names like this. Hold on. That's Ellie Fanning, who I think was theorized to be Louise, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure she showed up in the at the end there. Though I really don't know much about who she is, so forgive me if I'm missing that one. We're expanding the network beyond the borders of the UCA, but we're not expanding the borders of the UCA. That's very important. But there is an outside world. This was another theory that came up during my playthrough, that there was literally nowhere else in the world left but the borders of what was North America. Mexico might still be part of that, but it certainly sounds like there is a wider world here. There was a lot of deserts. There looked like some new biomes, if you want to put it that way. As for the story, I'm not even going to attempt to decipher that just yet. I'd have to go through frame by frame, and even then, any theory I put together is probably going to miss the mark. I mean, there's the misdirection part. Obviously, Higgs being the masked character, which I should have expected, because when it comes to masks, there are two options: Die Hard Man or Higgs. And I think Die Hard Man has gotten rid of the mask in any case, so it's really only Higgs. It should have been obvious that it was going to be Higgs. But they went with a feminine look for the suit. So, of course, I didn't even consider the possibility that it was Higgs. Which is just probably a bit offensive of me. Let's have a look. The puppet. The puppet seems to have play a fairly major part. I was thinking that might be more along the lines of a BB since we lost Lou, but who is in the pod then, actually? That reminds me. If we've got the pod, and we've still got the pod, who's in it? If Lou's supposedly dead. Or at the very least not present, or probably grown up. And in any case, removed. So they've either got another BB, which is entirely possible, or it's like one of those doll things that were in the terrorist and mule BBs. BB pods. Those sort of dolls that Mads Mikkelsen has. Also, no mention of Mads. I don't think he's coming back. Maybe. I don't know. But no sign of hide nor hair of him. So, let's just have a click through. We can presume he's not here. We got some actually pretty decent looking, like, water physics, it seems here, and, there might be environmental changes. As the water goes down, it breaks off all these bridges that were crossing a river. So you might have to work around either periodic or, you know, event-driven environmental changes. This looks savannah-esque, actually, this area. And you've got, here we got some trees, we got what looks like a massive fire. Some kind of forest fire. I want to say this might actually take place in Africa. Because that looks, I mean, that just screams, like, Sahara Desert, and then you've got what clearly looks like, well, you've got a sort of neon city with some very nice lighting, and then you've got this sort of savanna-y area. Could be, but I mean, yeah, it could easily be Mexico. And then all the topography is changing, so I suppose continents don't really matter. You know, North America doesn't look like North America in Death Stranding 1, so why should Africa look like Africa, or Europe look like Europe, or Asia or Australia or anything like that look like... I mean, we might be in South America, who knows? I don't think I can get a sense of the geography from this. But they mention Mexico, which might suggest that it takes place in Mexico, but with the slight problem that they seem to suggest Mexico in a past sense, and that we were going beyond Mexico. Maybe we start in Mexico and we go south, or across the Atlantic, or whatever. Not sure. That's a lot of time for me to basically say I have absolutely no idea what that's talking about. Also, I feel like I have to mention again, Higgs has got a lightning guitar that he fights his enemies with. Why shouldn't he? I can't stress that enough. There's absolutely no reason why that should not be a thing. It is very cool. God, he looks nuts as well. He's lost any sense of humanity. And they are, of course, going very clearly for the Joker analogy. They were already kind of going for the sort of chaos, anarchist kind of push with Higgs. It was very clearly a contemplation of, you know, anarchy versus cooperation. Higgs is an anarchist. So why shouldn't he just be the Joker? There we go. The blue skin, and here we go. We got the blue skin and the older looking Sam, but then Sam becomes younger again. So time is messed up in the bridge. Not in the bridge, in the beach, or whatever seem cross point they're at in this moment. Now, Sam looked like that when he was on Amelie's beach. He looked sort of, you know, blue-grey skin. So clearly, there's something related. Also, that again, just so many things to mention, and none of them have answers at the moment. I'm sure they'll all be explained. Here's the thing Hideo Kojima always does, is they have all these weird, wacky, strange pieces that take place in the game. And then what he'll do is have a massive write-up of exactly why it's like that and why it makes sense. Like, it'll describe his logic, what it represents in universe, and like, why do they need glove hands that gesture for them and light cigarettes and also cover their faces? Why not just wear a mask, and why not just use your regular hands? I don't know why, but Hideo Kojima's gonna have an answer for me, I guarantee you of that. What else have we got? And, yeah, the surgery at the beginning, I don't have a position to start with. Something tar related. Clearly they're dissecting someone, or they've recovered someone from... I would gather they've pulled someone out of the tar. And they're experimenting on them, but I've got no idea what the implications are. They're trying to figure out what the tar is, aren't they? And there was reference of following it back to where it came. Possibly that's how they've created some kind of ship that can travel between, presumably, the beach. I don't know. I only half know what I'm talking about. This, I think, is... I think this is Louise grown up. I think. But I don't know where this ship is. These... See, you've got this section clearly at the bridge or some kind of navigation room or tactical room or whatever. You can see the map globe there. Is not related, of course, to this. These are two different scenes happening next to each other. So... Nope, not a clue. Not going to speculate. But I think this would be Louise. We know Sam ages, so time has passed, I think, in the real world. A substantial amount of time has passed in the real world. Louise is dead, but then who's... Unless, like, again, the temporal thing... You've got the baby... Where is it? Yeah, this one. Who I also think is Louise. So how much time is going to pass in this game? There's plenty of opportunity for substantial breaks in the timeline for this, so I'm not... It's entirely possible that this is either Louise and then they're going to go 20 years in the future and Sam's going to be grey-haired. Or they could have both of them going at the same time, because time is a completely irrelevant force. Or at the very least, it doesn't have to be linear in regards to the beach. So both of them could be happening at once. I don't know. That's the problem with analyzing something like this, is because there is no reason for... like, real-life logic to have to make sense. And it'll all be explained at some point, so half the things I'm saying are going to be wrong. And then, you know what this makes me think of? It's like the first trailer, you've got Fragile with another child. Her own child? And she's got youthful skin. I'd take a smarter man than me to piece all that together. Maybe there's someone who can do it. Either way, it looks pretty good. I'm going to play it. There's no question of that. I'm into it. As for the actual gameplay, obviously, we're going to be doing deliveries. We're still, I mean, that's right there. That is going to be the majority of the game, and I'm up for it. I love the gameplay of Death Stranding. It was really relaxing and genuinely compelling, surprisingly enough. It didn't bore me. It was chill, very chill on occasion, and there were long pieces in which, you know, just traversal happened. But I liked it. So I'm not worried about finding this game dull. I'm very much looking forward to it. But it's going to be this 90% of the time, but then, you know, the 20-minute, 30-minute cutscenes that Hideo Kojima loves to make. So, yeah. Did we get a release date? I don't think we did. But I don't think it's 2025. I don't think it's coming until easily mid to late next year. I would be very surprised if it came out early, like in January 25. I'm pretty sure. We'll see it probably Q2, Q3 at the earliest. But that's speculation again, and I'm terrible at that. So that's all I can think to say right now. I'm not going to go into intense frame-by-frame speculation of every possible alternative. That is my raw reaction. It's very muddled because, I mean, look at it. There's not a lot of obvious explaining of what's going to be happening, but you know there's going to be an explanation at some point. Everything in Death Stranding 1 was explored, and everything in Death Stranding 2 is presumably going to be explored as well. So at this moment, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm definitely playing it, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. But it's a long way off, so I'll just stew on it for a while. Anyway, that's my understanding and reaction to Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I keep saying, like, beachless or something. I want to say something like that, but yeah. On the beach. Actually, that's probably a clue right there. That we are going to be on the beach. Which is probably my biggest clue as to that the ship is going to actually fly across beaches. Maybe something to do with Heartman got us that technology. Stop speculating. It's completely worthless. There's no point in me trying to do that. Anyway, that's that. That's cool. I'm into it. I can't wait to see more. And that's all I have to say for now. So, later.